What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another anime news bit. I'm gonna get you guys fully caught up on the anime news of the day. We have some unfortunate news around Toei Animation striking another YouTuber, Uncle Roger. Dead Demons Dededede Destruction has some updates for its new anime adaptation, and additionally, the anime industry has not learned a single thing, and we have way too much stuff coming out in fall, and I'm gonna get you guys fully caught up on that as well. But if you're interested in any of this news, definitely stay tuned. Let's kick things off with the unfortunate news. Yes, Toei Animation, their lawyers, has struck again, and their newest target is YouTuber Uncle Roger. For those who don't know, Uncle Roger's a massive YouTuber, pretty much does a lot of cooking stuff with his comedy routine. And recently he did like a reaction video to episode 133 of One Piece, where he pretty much watches them as they cook some curry and he makes comments about the whole process. Yes, the video containing a lot. Pretty much the whole thing is just footage of One Piece, and yes, Toei Animation did not like that. For those who don't know, this has been kind of a ongoing thing. Totally Not Mark was the recent big hubbub about the whole situation with Toei Animation. Yes, Japan does not recognize fair use, and so with your videos on YouTube, they immediately get posted in Japan without your being able to control that. And again, in Japan, copyright is different, and so when they see footage of their show being posted on the internet, they don't like it. And so they immediately copyright claim it or copyright strike it. And yes, even if Uncle Roger has a massive following and a massive amount of subscribers, they still didn't like it, and so they gave him a strike for his video. Uncle Roger posted on YouTube saying, "Hiya! Uncle Roger got copyright strike and YouTube is removing my latest video, I think it's video. One Piece review from the platform in 5 days. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch and share it now before it's gone." And yes, they posted a screenshot saying that was claimed by Toei Animation Company Ltd. Appeal was rejected and removal request is under review. The video is scheduled to remove in 5 days. If you'd like to avoid a strike, you can delete the video. That was the curious part of the whole situation, because I have had my fair share of copyright strikes and copyright claims from companies in Japan. And typically with it, they immediately strike my channel. It does seem like there's a lot saying here that he did get a strike, but based on that little snippet, it kind of puts it as if you remove it, you won't get a strike. So my assumption right now is that Toei Animation has claimed the video, and they have the ability, if they want to strike his channel. And if he removes the video, that will remove their ability to strike the channel. And so maybe that's what they're doing here. They're giving that 5 days, it's gonna be removed, but you could still get a strike. I don't know. It would be a little bit of a bummer to know that somebody with 5 million subscribers has the ability to avoid a strike while as everybody else gets strikes, like myself. But again, this is kind of another thing that is shining that light on YouTube to please YouTube allow users to define what regions their videos go to. Because with this situation, Uncle Rogers is doing nothing wrong if he wanted that video to be only viewable in the United States. Because in the United States, it is perfectly legal for him to do what he did there. Now, I would argue that there was quite a bit of that probably could have been cut. Like, not enough of that is transformative, but that's an argument for the courts. The point being is that he has every right to be able to do this and go to a court and fight his cause that it is fair use. Whereas in Japan, he can't do that. And so if he posts this video, fully knowing that it's following the laws for the site in which it is origin in, which is the United States, YouTube is taking it and posting it in Japan where it's no longer legal. Yes, you can make the argument that by posting a video on YouTube, you are saying that you follow laws wherever it's going to be posted, but most creators on YouTube don't even know the laws in other countries. There could be a country where having something in your background could be illegal. I've said this countless times before. YouTube needs to give users the right to be able to control what regions their videos go in. And I know YouTube's never going to do that because they want to post it as many places as possible to get ad revenues everywhere. And if you have the ability to control that you only post it in one country, that's going to cut back what they can make from it. It's very unfortunate. And again, it's those protections that YouTube can't afford the users that they prevent the users from having, all for the sake of their own gain. I was hoping that the Totally Not Mark situation was going to finally change something. It didn't. I think even Totally Not Mark was actually pushing YouTube to give users the ability to check their regions. But maybe the situation now highlighted by somebody with millions of subscribers, maybe it can finally change something. I highly doubt it. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure to go check out that video before it gets removed. I think it's gonna be removed in the next couple days. But yeah, Uncle Rogers, welcome to the world of AniTubers. We've been dealing with this for a long time. Moving on, HIDIVE has released the English dub for ReCycle of Penguindrum 2-part film. This is, of course, a recompilation of the Penguindrum series into 2 films. For our next bit, MF Books livestream has announced Dahlia in Bloom, Crafting a Fresh Start with Magical Tools novel is getting a TV anime adaptation. This one is after dying of overwork in Japan, Dahlia is reborn in a world filled with magic. Raised by a master of magical toolmaking, she develops a passion for the craft and becomes engaged to her father's apprentice. Before her father can see her wed, however, he suddenly passes away. As if this weren't enough, on the day of their wedding, her fiancé announces that he's in love, but not with her. Dahlia finally realizes that she needs to live her life for herself. She vows to be her own woman from now on and devotes herself to her craft, even if it's not quite the quiet life she was hoping for. From a chance encounter with a knight to starting her own company, there are challenges aplenty on the horizon. But this young craftswoman is no longer a shrinking violet. She's Dahlia, and she's ready to bloom. It's kind of a cheesy synopsis, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of Snow White with the red hair. Kind of reminds me of that concept there, where she's got her own little shop there, somebody tries to push himself upon her, bad relationship kind of thing, flees the country, runs into a Prince Charming, starts her own career, that kind of stuff. It definitely has that kind of vibe to it, which I'm perfectly fine with. I really did like Snow White with red hair. I was hoping for a 3rd season of that, but it is what it is. But really cool. I'll be definitely checking that out. Moving on, some more news around Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Yes, you know I'm watching this show like a hawk, so if anything comes out, I'm on top of it. But yes, they released a new PV for it. It still looks absolutely gorgeous. I can't get enough of it. Every bit of it they feed us, I'm just eating it all up. Cannot wait for the premiere of that one. But yes, they reveal the opening and closing themes. The opening theme will be Yusha by yaosobi, and the ending theme will be Anytime, Anywhere by Millet. I have to admit, when I seen yaosobi pop up, I was like, I don't know about that. Honestly, this is a great marketing move. Obviously, they're putting a lot of effort into the series, and so, hey, what's really big right now? Yaosobi. Like, that OP for Oshinoko is literally breaking records right now. So, if you want to bank on that, it's easy to go, hey, come over here, make a theme song for us, because your name is like gold right now. So it's an easy way to pull people into the show by saying, hey, you love that song? Come listen to our song. But there is a side of me that's like, yaosobi is typically a lot more, it dabbles in the electronic stuff. And that was the case with Gundam, that was the case with Oshinoko. So when I seen that, I obviously was a little bit afraid, because this is a fantasy show. This is a very old school style fantasy. I don't want electronic and stuff in it. It's just not going to fit the theme. But what they did have in the trailer did sound really good. It felt like it was toning that electronic down, and it had some great chorus in there, which they've had chorus in it before, like with Oshinoko's OP. So hopefully they keep the electronic out. I mean, that's just going to be not fitting. What they did have in the PV sounded good, and so I'll take it. But again, it's all marketing. Let's be honest, all marketing. Millet's song, absolutely beautiful as well. Just 2 really fantastic artists in that series, just adding on to how much I think this series is hopefully going to turn out to be really fantastic. But beautiful, cannot wait for it. Moving on, Ragna Crimson has been announced to have 24 episodes total. So it'll be running for 2 total cours. The broadcast begins with a 1-hour premiere that's going to be on September 30th. And they released a new PV for it as well, so check that out. The PV itself honestly looks all over the place. I haven't really looked too much into Ragna Crimson, so definitely going to be more looking into that probably pretty blindly. I'll definitely be doing a preview of the season coming up, and I'll probably look into it more, but for now, it looks good. Moving on, the official website for the anime adaptation of Dead Demons Dededede Destruction has announced the adaptation is going to be a 2-part film. The films will open in Japan in spring of 2024. A new visual was released for it, and Reiko Yoshida is going to be doing the script work for it, which is really fantastic. For those who don't know, Reiko Yoshida is just a legend from the days of KyoAni, so really good stuff there. Cannot wait for it. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for it to kind of arrive here. I would assume probably sometime really late 2024 maybe. For our next bit, the staff for Spice and Wolf has released a new key art according to their monthly releases that we're going to do. Looks really gorgeous. I'm going to keep an eye on these things. Just basically Holo sipping some sake with a nice kimono on. Looks really gorgeous. Really looking forward every month to these releases. Kind of helps stave off the fact that we're waiting for it to come out. Next bit for fans of March Comes In Like a Lion. Chika Umino has revealed in the 17th volume that it is heading to its final stretch. She said that she'd be giving it her all and asked that her readers watch over her. This is definitely one that I've been kind of wanting to get into the manga. Unfortunately, I was really loving the anime adaptation by Shaft, but at some point Shaft became what it is now, which is basically a shell of its former self. So I don't think that they're ever going to do more adaptation of that. But Still, I was hoping for more, and since they're not going to have any more, I might just eventually one of these days get into the manga, so it's good to know that it's coming to a conclusion. I might just check it out once it's fully released. For our next bit, the staff of Zom 100 has revealed that episode 7 will be delayed by a day once again for streaming services. Moving on, Imagineer has announced Fit Boxing featuring Hatsune Miku. That's a pretty interesting one there. When I seen this, I was like, what, really? Yes, Exercise Together with Miku for Nintendo Switch. This will be releasing in Japan in spring, so definitely something I'll be looking forward to. I love Hatsune Miku, so I don't know. Hopefully it'll get a Western release. I figured if it's probably digital only, it might actually happen, but we'll see. I would have fun boxing with Miku. For our next bit, we have a bunch of announcements for release dates for the fall anime season. We have Bullbusters premieres on October 4th. MF Ghost will hit on October 1st. B Project 3rd season, October 2nd. Onmyoji will hit Netflix on November 28th. Otonoke Precure 23 will hit on October 7th. I Shall Survive Using Potions, October 7th. Migi and Dahlia will hit on October 2nd. Overtake on October 1st. And finally, Kingdoms of Ruin will start on October 6th. So, yes, it just seemed like the last couple of weeks, a lot of announcements hitting for the coming season. We're already getting close to 70 titles. So it just really feel like the anime industry learned nothing from winter. I'm scared. It's great for me, honestly, because I have plenty of content to go through, but at the same time, it comes to that problem where who's watching all this stuff? It's very unfortunate. But I'll probably be doing a video on this particular subject about too much anime next week, because again, it doesn't seem like that's a trend that's going to be going away. And yes, in September, eventually I'll be doing my preview videos, most anticipated shows for the coming season. We'll do a podcast that will cover all the shows of the season, who's working on them, and what to expect from each one of them. So definitely, if you're not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you get all that content. And finally, for our last bit of news, another title that is coming in October. The official website was open for Sex as Part of an Undercover Agent's Job? ? Yes, this is going to be our seasonal by seasonal, like, short. It's technically hentai type of show. But yes, this anime that's premiering in October is being based off of the manga of the same title. The story follows two undercover agents, Riko Ikazuchi and her junior partner Noma, who are infiltrating an apartment that is also the hideout of a criminal organization. They pretend to be newlyweds. However, when the culprits do not hear noises from them at night, they get suspicious. In order to convince the culprits that they are married, this is such a prawn. In order to convince the culprits that they are married and in love, they start to touch and make some noise. Despite feelings of humiliation and pleasure throughout the undercover investigations, Riko endures it and devotes herself to justice. Yeah, we can see where this is going. Yeah, we gotta make sure that they... I don't know, it's probably gonna turn one of those things where the guy's like, yeah, we gotta convince them. Don't worry, we gotta convince them. We gotta make a lot of noise. So let's just keep at it. Yeah, that's, I don't know, but it sounds like a really dumb idea, but I might actually check that out. I mean, the chick looks good. I mean, they emphasizing a lot on those thighs, and I'm a thigh person, so we'll see. But that's it. That's all the news I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always. If you did, make sure that like button down below, comment. Let me know what you think of the news that we have here. What are your thoughts on having literally over 65 titles for the fall season already, and we still have like 2 more weeks of announcements that possibly could come up? Or if you're gonna play some fit boxing with Hatsune Miku, definitely let me know. Again, if you're new to the channel, make sure that subscribe button to get all my content. I do news reviews, first impressions, top list. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Just if you want to support the channel more, I have a Patreon link, tips link, super thanks, membership button down below. Greatly appreciate it, but it supports the channel. It means so much to me, and y'all take care.